A car that drives without a driver. Cargo platforms that move independently around the warehouse. Assistants that can predict breakdowns of your car. Do you think this is an introduction? A fairy tale? No, this is our reality. Today, I will tell you about inventions that have directly impacted the lives of modern truck drivers. I'm sure you'll enjoy my story, as there's something romantic about their work. And if you had a touch of futurism, it's absolutely splendid. Well, alright, I won't keep you waiting. Let's go. This technology has been in the public eye for quite some time. And, I must admit, even I am impressed by it. Just imagine, back at the end of the relatively recent 19th century, the first automobile was invented. And now, humanity has already devised systems for this invention that allow traveling hundreds of miles without the driver's active involvement. Amazing. Now I'll explain how it all works, and what advantages this technological marvel has. Autonomous trucks are not just vehicles. It's a complex technological system, where dozens of different sensors and powerful artificial intelligence algorithms ensure its operation. This entire brain controls the vehicle's movement, analyzes the road situation, and reacts to changes faster than a human. For example, lidars create a detailed map of the surrounding space. Radars track the speed and position of other objects. Cameras recognize lane markings, signs, traffic lights, and even weather conditions. Gyrostabilizers monitor the truck's stability, while navigation and odometry systems allow for precise route calculation. But road information alone is not enough. A system is needed that can make quick decisions. And this is where artificial intelligence comes into play, analyzing the data in real time. Modern machine learning algorithms allow autonomous trucks to think faster than humans, predicting potential emergency situations and responding to them instantly. One of the main advantages of autonomous trucks is cost savings. Yes, that's exactly what it's all about. And for the sake of progress, of course, today's logistics still depend on people. Drivers get tired, they need rest, and on top of that, people can make mistakes. Sometimes fatal ones. An autonomous truck doesn't know fatigue. It can operate 24/7 without making long stops. This means that the delivery of goods becomes faster and cheaper. Moreover, such vehicles significantly reduce fuel costs. Artificial intelligence can choose the most economical routes and optimize driving behavior, avoiding sudden changes in speed. And also, driverless trucks do not break traffic rules. In short, they don't drive recklessly. This leads to a reduction in accidents and, consequently, a decrease in insurance costs. And what are the drawbacks? Well, dear friends, there are no obvious drawbacks. If we don't take into account the concerns of drivers that they might eventually be replaced. But that's a whole different story. This invention, although not directly related to the design of trucks, greatly affects the work of long-haul drivers. By what? Of course, by speed. Waiting for loading or unloading is a very routine task for long-haul drivers. Sometimes they have to wait for the cargo for more than a day, which drivers don't really like. Companies are also not interested in wasting extra time. That's why autonomous cargo platforms were invented to speed up work in warehouses. These are conveyors with electric drives, designed exclusively for moving various sized cargo. Units of this type do not require operators because they move through industrial or warehouse locations autonomously. The advanced modules equipped on these platforms allow them to be used in technological environments. In processes, even in the most hazardous productions in freight transportation, these platforms are used at logistics centers and sorting hubs. Their application is very diverse, including the transit of flights, containers, boxes, and packages, from placement points to delivery points. In general, such platforms are the ideal employee. They don't get tired, don't get lost in the warehouse, and don't take smoke breaks. And that's exactly what's needed. To increase work efficiency, these hardworking robots move along preset routes and can perform a wide variety of tasks. Need to move pallets with products to the other end of the warehouse? No problem. Deliver containers to the loading zone? No problem. Grab and move the cargo to the required shelf. Everything will be done. Each such platform is equipped with sensors that analyze the surrounding environment. They don't bump into people, don't collide with each other, and never go off the designated route. Sensors and cameras monitor obstacles, while smart algorithms chart the shortest and most efficient paths. Unlike regular electric forklifts, autonomous platforms do not require operators. They operate completely independently, using several navigation technologies. Some move along wires embedded in the floor, others follow magnetic tapes. There are models that use laser sensors and inertial navigation. Each system has its pros and cons, but they all aim for continuous and efficient operation. Why are autonomous cargo platforms a breakthrough? Firstly, it's the speed. Imagine a warehouse where goods are moved without delays. No queues, no congestion, no traffic jams in the corridors. Each platform knows where it needs to go and does so as quickly as possible. Secondly, safety. The human factor is eliminated. No fatigue, no inattention, no risk of running over an employee or accidentally dropping an expensive load. Sensors detect the slightest movements around and react instantly. Thirdly, savings. No more need to pay drivers' salaries, spend time training staff, or deal with the consequences of accidents. Yes, such platforms require initial investments, but in the long run, they pay off in full. Therefore, let's hope that this technology will continue to spread more and more widely. Autonomous freight platforms. This is, of course, good, but it's too little to do all the work in the warehouse. Forklifts are indispensable for a warehouse, as these devices are mainly operated by people. But even here, innovations have not been left out. One of the striking examples of such technologies is the system developed by JLT Mobile Computers. This Swedish-American company has created mobile computers that are installed on forklifts and allow full control over all work processes. What does this mean for us? It means that forklifts now don't just perform their task. They are smart. They know when they need to speed up, when to slow down, how to consume less energy, and how to avoid mistakes. Imagine that every forklift in the warehouse is equipped with a system that tracks absolutely everything. Direction, acceleration, battery charge, air temperature, and even fuel consumption. This allows operators and managers to monitor in real time not only the condition of the forklifts but also the behavior of the drivers behind the wheel. These are no longer just mechanisms for transportation. They are full-fledged information centers that significantly increase work efficiency. But that's not all. The built-in computer system with artificial intelligence called KiwiEye from Kiwitron takes autonomous technology to a new level. This system continuously processes video data in real time to detect any obstacles in the forklift's work area. Imagine, all these sensors work non-stop. And if within a radius of 80 feet, a person or another forklift appears, the system immediately alerts the driver with visual and audio signals. It's not just technology, it's a bastion of safety that prevents accidents and makes work safe and efficient. And here's what's particularly interesting. If QEI detects a threat, the system can even automatically slow down the forklift to avoid a collision. If the Kiwitron fleet management system is connected, it can analyze the operation of each forklift, track its location, and record irregular events, such as impacts or abnormal operating parameters. Now, the risk of errors in forklift operations can be significantly reduced. The main thing is that the computer itself doesn't malfunction. One of the main causes of truck accidents on the road is brake system failure, brake overheating, bearing issues, and hub malfunctions. Therefore, it's necessary to closely monitor the condition of the vehicle. But it's not easy to immediately understand that something is wrong with the truck. Not all breakdowns are obvious. Meanwhile, modern trucks are quite capable of running with a malfunction for some time. Now imagine that your truck or trailer constantly monitors its condition, predicting problems before they can occur. It sounds like science fiction, but such technology already exists. Meet the digital system STS Hub, an autonomous diagnostic complex that operates 20 hours a day, 365 days a year, right on your vehicle. This system is equipped with a whole set of innovative technologies that make vehicle management much safer and more efficient. The system consists of sensors installed on the wheel hubs, a driver panel, a data analysis unit, and a remote server that uses predictive analytics algorithms and neural networks to forecast the vehicle's condition. But let's figure out how it works. Each hub sensor is equipped with a microprocessor that monitors the condition of the wheels and collects data on temperature, vibrations, and acoustics. All these parameters are transmitted via a secure radio channel to the driver panel, where all the necessary information is displayed. Temperature, hub condition, and even the forecast of remaining lifespan. Yes, you heard right. The system can predict how many more miles your hub will last before it needs replacement. It's like having your own diagnostician on board the car, always on guard. But what if something goes wrong? You can rest assured. You won't miss a notification, as the system signals not only existing problems. It does this in advance, warning the driver of any anomalies. For example, if the hub overheats or there is a loss of lubrication, the system immediately highlights the problematic component in red and emits an audible signal. This way, the driver receives clear instructions. Stop immediately and check the wheel. This helps avoid critical breakdowns on the road. This, in turn, significantly reduces the risk of accidents on the roads. Thanks to such a system, road accidents decrease because vehicles receive real-time diagnostics, and the driver knows in advance when maintenance is needed. This not only enhances safety, but also reduces repair costs and unplanned downtime. After all, no one wants their truck to end up on the roadside due to a breakdown that could have been fixed in advance. Because of all the aforementioned advantages, the digital STS hub system is not just another improvement, but a real breakthrough in safety and efficiency in freight transportation. This is the future that has already arrived, and it makes the roads much safer for everyone. Imagine you are a truck driver. You have a long journey ahead, during which you have a lot of responsibilities. You must not only watch the road, but also ensure the safety of the cargo. And cargoes can be of all kinds. But what if I told you that technology could do your job? Not only easier, but also much safer. Today there are many technologies that actively assist drivers in managing freight transportation. I should note that these systems were not created just for show. They truly become real companions on the road, providing reliability and comfort on every mile of the journey. One of the most important tools for a driver is GPS and satellite systems, which allow tracking the vehicle's location. Every stop and every turn is now recorded in real time. This greatly facilitates route planning and helps avoid traffic jams or other unforeseen situations. But this is just the beginning. Imagine that in addition to tracking location, your vehicle can also monitor how exactly you are driving. Internal sensors, for example, track not only the position of the cargo but also its condition. So, if you are transporting food, medicine, or, let's say, living creatures, special temperature and humidity sensors will inform you if something is wrong. For example, if the temperature inside the truck goes beyond acceptable limits, the system will immediately alert you so you can respond to the situation. But that's not all. In some cases, such as when transporting delicate or valuable goods, shock sensors and seals are used. They detect even the slightest deviations, whether it's a sudden impact or an attempt to open the trailer. And if all of this is monitored in real time, you as the driver can be confident that the cargo remains intact and secure. After all drivers are human, and they too may need to step away, to eat, have a coffee, or anything else. Now imagine one more thing. You're not alone on the road. There are other vehicles, other drivers around you. And to reduce risks and enhance safety, the monitoring system tracks not only your cargo but also your working hours. Special sensors can detect your fatigue or violations of rest periods. This is not just additional information for company owners, but also a concern for your health. After all, as we know, overloading can cause not only vehicle breakdowns but also incidents on the road. All this data is fed into the monitoring system, where it is analyzed in real time, helping to improve driver performance and respond promptly to any emergencies. And most importantly, this works not only for your comfort but also for road safety. Obviously, with such, the device minimizes the number of accidents and prevents potential problems on the road. All the inventions I told you about today are not the future, but the present. Very soon, they will be used to their fullest potential. Mark my words, in just a decade, we won't be surprised by driverless cars. A person, who by nature is a dreamer, is making giant strides towards easing routine processes, with inherent safety and efficiency. And all this in the world of freight transportation. Drivers, warehouse workers, logisticians, each of them is getting powerful tools to simplify their work. And this is just the beginning. Perhaps some still doubt that technology can replace humans. But it is precisely these innovations that show us how to work faster, safer, and with less cost. There is one crucial conclusion here. We are on the brink of an era where technology not only makes our lives easier but also safer and more predictable. So, who knows, maybe very soon. We will wonder how we ever managed without these wonderful helpers. And with that, I say goodbye to you, but only for today. We'll meet in new videos. Just don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. In general, you know everything.